Hello, welcome back. It's Friday the 14th of March 2025 and I'm going to give you a tour around Sky Suite number 6123. So that's room number 123 on deck 6 on the Celebrity Millennium. So let's enter in. As always, I try and do these videos once we've actually stayed in the room to give you a really good opinion of them and how it's actually performed during the stay. I have actually made pretty much a lot of effort to get this back to its former glory. As you can probably imagine, it was a lot messier at one point in time. It's our final day, which is a sea day, and it's a lovely day actually before we disembark in Tokyo, Yokohama tomorrow on the 15th of March 2025, and it's been a wonderful cruise in this room. This really is a fantastic room. It's a Sky Suite, as I said. It's really nice that the bed has the alternate configuration because the room is somewhat wider than a usual cruise room. That's a benefit of the Sky Suite. And the bed faces out towards the window, which in the morning, if you have your breakfast delivered, which I'll come on to in a moment, you can pull the curtains, lay in bed and have a fantastic view out to sea. That's a lovely day out there today. Really nice. We've had fantastic weather on this Asian cruise. It's been absolutely incredible. So coming back to this room, the bed is really nice. Not super soft, not super firm, about medium I would say. Nice big long wide pillows, so it's definitely a super king. You can see it's two singles put together. There's a couple of little stools at the bottom for putting your shoes on and bits and pieces. Both bedside tables have got a little lamp on and got a good sized drawer underneath. Behind each bedside table there is a spare 110 volt US style 2-prong connector down behind here. So if you do want to plug your phones in, there's no USBs next to the bed. So if you bring an American / Japan style plug adapter, and you can plug it in behind your bedside table and you can have your USB charging next to the bed. That's what we've done and it's worked really well. Talking about sockets in general, over here you can see we've got two 110s. These ones have got the earth pins in as well. So you've got your 3-pin configuration, you've got your European, and you've got two USB-A's there as well. So that's next to the desk. That's been quite handy. There's two fairly shallow but reasonable drawers underneath the desk and a little chair, bin, etc. If we go back to the door and have a look in the cupboards. The storage is really good in this room. You get a good amount of hanging space. You get two included retreat style robes, which is the sort of silvery grey there, and you get the brollies, the celebrity brollies as well in there. So that's a nice wardrobe. And then if we open the left hand cupboard, there's a really nice amount of clothes storage space here. You've got a safe, you've got your binoculars there, you've got your two sets of slippers, you've got a laundry bag, shoe shine bag. We brought the two of the wash and fold packages, which were really good on this cruise because we're staying in Japan for another week after this cruise, and we wanted to get off fairly clean. That's been really good. 48-hour turnaround is standard, and you can get a good amount in the laundry bag as well. You can get a good amount in there. We got about, I think it was a mix of things, but it was 31 items in each bag. Two decent sized drawers there for clothes as well. A good full length mirror in the back of the door. And this is when you kind of like notice the extra width, and you'll notice it when we go in the bathroom shortly actually, that you've got this sort of slightly nice wider hallway area. It just makes it feel so much more spacey when you walk in the room. You've got your light switches. Let's do the storage while we're at it. So these cupboards here, probably could use them for shoes and bits and pieces. Got two cupboards there. You've got your two drawers that I've mentioned. We come round to under the telly. You've got a really deep cupboard here. At the moment it's got two large rucksacks in there, really deep cupboard, so you've got loads of storage there. The left hand side cupboard, you've got a little fridge in there, and there we go, little fridge in there with loads of space. Your butler will change the contents of your fridge to suit your requirements. We asked him to remove the sugary drinks and put in some sort of more diet Sprites, Sprite Zero and Coke Zero and Diet Coke, which he was very happy to do so. There's a nice bucket here. They will give you some ice morning and night if you ask them nicely. One criticism of Celebrity in general, I think actually, is these plastic water bottles. Honestly, it's the only way to get water in your room. We've been on a Morella cruise, which is actually part of the same group, and they have water dispensers in the lift, and you can take a carafe and go and fill it up yourself. It's filtered water, chilled, and you can put it in your fridge, whereas we must have been through these. They're literally at their 500 ml a piece. You know, we've been through, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 a day, 12 days. You know, just think of the plastic waste. So Celebrity, you can definitely improve on that. There's no need for the amount of the plastic waste in relation to drinking water. So that's one criticism I would say, but otherwise the cruise has been absolutely amazing. I think that's just an environmental bit of feedback for Celebrity there. Your theming's lovely in the room. It's lovely decorated. There's some really nice colours. It all goes together really nicely, right way through to the runner on the bed, the greys, the oranges. It's a really nice room. The air conditioning in the room, it looks a little bit dated. There's no readout, but this is the first room where we haven't had to have it dialed down to sub-zero to get a suitable temperature room. We've pretty much had it about there for the entire cruise, which has been, I would say probably, I don't know, about 21 degrees or something or other. It's been perfect. And the air conditioning worked nicely. I've just pushed it down a little bit and it's cranked its fan up and it's nice and quiet. So yeah, there's no rattles in the room. It's been very comfortable. Let's go out onto the balcony. So moving out to the balcony, you'll see we've got a table and 2 chairs, and that is worth noting that I'll show you the menus and the facilities and things shortly. This is probably really the only suitable place that you could eat a full meal in the room if you really wanted to. So although there's just basically either the desk or that little side table effectively in the room. So that's something to consider if you are actually sort of wanting to dine in the room. There isn't actually many places to eat in the room, but if you're on a lovely warm cruise, having your breakfast delivered and eating it out here would be amazing. As I said, we're on deck 6. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Another gorgeous day at sea on our way into Tokyo at the moment. You've got a nice little bench style sofa out here to relax, look at the sun going down, which is really nice. There's no real overhang on deck 6. I guess one disadvantage is you could say that you can see the lifeboat sticking out, but is that a problem? Not really, not at all. Adds a bit of character. And actually deck 6 you have no overhang, whereas if we look up here, deck 7 does have a little bit of an overhang, and deck 8, some of them have got a much bigger overhang. So actually I've really enjoyed being on deck 6. It's a really nice location. There's guest cabins above, it's very quiet, it's a lovely balcony. There we go. There's no vibrations or anything. This ship is actually, we did the behind the scenes tour and it's powered by 2 gas turbines, exactly the same as in an aircraft, which is quite unusual. There are not many ships like it, because it didn't end up being very popular due to the fuel consumption. But because they drive an electric generator and they power the ship via Azipods, there's no real vibrations on the ship. It's really quiet. It's excellent. Let's have a look at the some of the information that comes in the room, and what I'll do is I'll pick these up and allow you to pause the video on them. it's just sometimes it's nice before you come on to have a look. So this here, there we go, let's get this right. This here was the kind of the welcome note, sort of saying what you've got in the retreat. So you've got the Lumine restaurant as your dedicated restaurant, where you can also order from the blue menu and the main dining room. It's worth noting that because the blue menu, the food on it has been fantastic, and we've actually ordered off the blue menu more than the Lumine menu, but we've sat in Lumine. So there's some information on the facilities. You've also got the sun deck and the retreat lounge. Here's the operational hours. I know this has got some dates on, but generally it gives you an idea as to what is running and when. There we go. Then we've got the in-suite dining. So this is the only two-sided page that we have. So this is the afternoon and evening menu that you can order in your suite between 11 and 5 AM. This is double-sided, so let me just show you the rear. This is the bottle service that's available. There we go. And then let's move on to the breakfast card. So this is the breakfast card. You put it outside the room by 9 PM and you get a really nice full breakfast, customized, delivered to your room by your butler. Very nice. And then here is some information on amenities and services that come with the suite. There you go. Pause that if you're interested. And then we've got the disembarkation information, which again may be interesting just to give people an idea what you get. There you go. So let's move into the bathroom now. Here we go. So it's a good sized bathroom. You get a bathtub, which is great. It does mean that you get a shower curtain instead of a nice enclosure, but to be honest, it's always nice to have a bath on a cruise ship, I think. Loads of towels supplied under there, a nice bit of a storage shelf underneath. There's plenty of counter space there. I did wonder when I first came in, there was no side storage in the bathroom. However, behind the door there is a really decent size shelf to put your bits and pieces on as well. So looking at the bathtub again, you'll notice that it's the width. You have this kind of like window. Sadly, you can't open the blind. I'm sure some people are quite happy with that, but you can't open the blind into the bedroom. It just allows some natural light through. I'm 6'4" and I can just about fit in here comfortably and have a decent shower. Temperature control is good. The power is excellent. You get separate shampoo, conditioner and shower gel. And next to the sink you get Retreat body lotion. They're all Retreat, but they're actually Zenith and Nadia branded. So there we go. Bath mat. It's a really nice, it's a nice bathroom actually. Lou's excellent. Have had no issues at all with the bathroom on our trip. So I think generally criticisms are the plastic bottles for the water. The lack maybe of a full table in here, but what can you expect? And you've got the lovely table outside, so I would just time it with that. Really nice TV. I'll try and do a video. I actually unlocked it so I could use my laptop with the television because we like relaxing in the room watching media that we brought with us. So I'll try and do a video on that actually, with how you do that one. But yeah, really nice television. Generally, it's very comfortable, very little complaints. Temperature is good. Just to note that our butler is called Mahinda, and our retreat concierges are Abhijit and Ketki, who have been excellent. And the cabin assistant's been Angelica, and she's been awesome. Really good. Nothing is too much trouble. We really liked dealing with everyone on the ship. The Millennium, it's our first time on the ship, and it's got a lot of character. It's lovely to be on a slightly smaller ship actually. When you're getting on and off, you've not got the hordes and hordes of people. It's got character. It's really nice. There's a couple of racks there. I think the quality of the room, the decor is excellent. And yeah, I would absolutely come back on this again. If you can push out to a retreat room, I would highly recommend it, as I think it's truly been a really excellent Asian cruise. It's really been incredible to see all the countries that we've been to, and that's actually why they use this smaller ship, because they get into ports that maybe are not fully suitable for larger ships. So there you go. I'm going to sign off now. Tomorrow's the 15th of March 2025, and we'll be getting on a bullet train down to Hiroshima. So I'll probably catch you then. Thanks very much, and I'll see you later.